Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's interesting. Everybody has CDs cheer.
Not risking it.
SCJ! Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Shawna, aka ShawnJ Gaming, back with another YouTube video. Today what I have for you guys a video with all my controller and graphic settings for Modern Warfare 3 Season 6. We're going to be going over literally everything in my settings. A lot of you guys have been asking in stream for an update. I want to go ahead and remind you guys to make sure you are following my Twitch. If you guys are just looking for some chill vibes and fun people to hang out with, my stream is definitely the place to be. Link to my stream will be in the pinned comment and description below. So hopping into these controller settings, a lot of my stuff is going to be on default because I do have paddles on the back of my controller. I use an AIM controller's PS5 controller. That'll also be linked in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check them out. I am sponsored by AIM, so if you guys do decide to cop a controller, make sure you guys do use code ShawnJ at checkout. So first controller setting that I actually changed is I do turn vibration off. There's really no need for it. Some people like it. I mean, I guess it's a personal preference setting, but personally I feel like it's just a little too distracting, so I have that off. Trigger effects are also off. Moving on to dead zone inputs, I do have specific dead zones. Now, this is for a controller that does not have stick drift, but I promise you when I changed my dead zones to this, it opened up my movement more in game. You guys are really just gonna have to change these settings and, you know, see how it feels for you. But I have my left stick minimum at 1, left stick max at 60, right stick minimum at 3, right stick max at 93. And then for your trigger dead zones, make sure those are both set to 0 so you have the least delay as possible when you're trying to shoot. These are some small settings that I don't see a lot of people talk about, so let me know if these dead zone settings help you guys out with your controller. No matter what sensitivity and stuff you play on, honestly I feel like the game just is a better playing experience once you change these dead zones. Then moving over to aiming, we have the stick sensitivity, horizontal and vertical. Now all year I've been using custom. I started this year out using like 1.30, and gradually as the year has gone on, especially after Black Ops 6, I have had to up this a little bit. So now I'm more in a 6.6 range when I was originally in a 4.4 range. Any sensitivities, 4.4, 5.5, 6.6, anything like that. Some people do like to play higher. I'm a firm believer that, you know, I'm gonna play whatever I'm comfortable with, and also it is based off of like your stick height and things like that. My sticks are extremely high, I think, compared to a lot of people, so I don't need my sensitivity as high because my actual sticks on my controller are high. Then the sensitivity multiplier and vertical aim axis, that's just default. I don't touch those. Tactical stance, I also have that at 0.90. Aim response curve type, I have set to dynamic. This is what I've been using all year. I feel like, you know, it helps me be like the most accurate, the most snappy. Also have this aim response curve slope scale set to 0.90. And then ADS sensitivity transition timing, I have this set to instant. And of course, you have aim assist on if you are playing on controller. Then moving on to aim assist, of course, I have on aim assist. If I'm playing on controller, there's no reason to not have it on. I use Black Ops aim assist. I feel like this is the strongest aim assist you can use in the game. Somebody recommended it to me at the beginning of the year and I never looked back. Moving on to my gameplay settings, I have automatic tac sprint on. A lot of people say, oh, how do you move so fast and do these things? Having tac sprint on honestly just makes you look like you're, you know, moving faster than maybe some of your opponents that may not have it on because maybe they have to double tap. But I just have single tap to sprint, so I automatically go into my tactical sprint no matter what when I'm pushing my stick. And then for my slide dive behavior, I have that on hybrid. This is the most interactive setting for diving and sliding in the game. Like, it has the least delay, so that's why I run it. If you have on any of the other versions, they all have delays in them. I believe Jay God's tweeted about it before. I'll try to find the picture and put it here so you guys can visually see that, you know, hybrid is the best way to go, like statistically. Then these settings also at default, sprinting door bash is on. That's like when you run at a door if you want to bust through it. Make sure you have the setting on. My ledge climb behavior is currently on mantle only, and I'm pretty sure all my combat behaviors are default, but aim down sight is set to hold. Zoom activation is my melee. Focus behavior is hold. If I want to mount, I have to ADS plus melee. These are just literally all default settings, I'm pretty sure. My tactical stance I have at ADS plus down, so you literally have to aim in then press down to go into tactical stance, and it's only if I, you know, want to activate that. And for my interact and reload behavior, I have on tap to reload. Just the way I play with my paddles, just I have a paddle set to reload, so it makes it easy for me to, you know, tap it when I'm ready to reload. Armor plate behavior, this is, you know, anytime you have to put on armor plates, I have apply all on, no reason to have apply one on. Then for my backpack, I use directional buttons in my backpack. Some people have it set to stick. Once again, this is a personal preference setting. And depleted weapon ammo switch is on. Basically, if you run out of ammo, it's gonna automatically swap to your next gun. D4 detonation is currently set on 1x1. Basically, I'll be able to throw one and, you know, blow it up before throwing my next one to blow it up. And then the rest of my gameplay settings are literally all default. If you guys haven't changed anything, these are just literally whatever the game has it set as. I don't touch these settings. Now we're gonna hop into graphic settings. All right, so currently I play on full screen borderless. Full screen exclusive is the best way to play, but I just currently have to play on full screen borderless with my setup. I do have a 4090 and I am playing at 4K 144 hertz when I play this game. Basically everything for display settings is on default. The render resolution is set to native. Focus mode is, you turn that all the way down to 0. Make sure you guys turn off HDR, dynamic range. No reason to have this setting on. Honestly, I feel like it makes everything look a little weird depending on your monitor. Moving over to quality, like I said, don't have to turn anything down. I play at full 4K when I do play. Upscale and sharpening, one thing you want to do is change this to fidelity cast. This has been in setting for a few years now, so hopefully you guys, you know, have started using fidelity cast. Makes the game look super clear, crisp, sharp. And then once you turn on fidelity cast, make sure you turn the strength all the way up to 100. Ray tracing and all of that, that's turned off. If you guys are on PC, set your VRAM scale target to 60. Moving on to details and features. Texture resolution, I do play at normal. A lot of competitive players play at low or even very low. It's really a personal preference based on your PC. I have a pretty strong PC, so I like to play at normal. Then going down these next settings, I'll go ahead and give you guys a second to check these out. We got low, off, low, high, bullet impacts and sprays. Some people turn these off. Persistent effects, people also turn those off. Personal preference. Shader quality, my shader quality is currently at high. Like I said, a lot of people do play with all low settings. My on-demand texture streaming is set to minimal. Once again, we're just going for the best performance in game wise. You guys can see at the bottom of my screen, I am sponsored by Paradox Customs, who also gave me these settings to, you know, make sure my game is running as smooth as possible. If you guys are ever looking for, you know, a custom PC, whether, you know, it's a budget, pre-built, any of that, check out Paradox Customs. The link to that will also be in my pinned comment description below. I cannot recommend a better person if you guys are looking for a PC. Moving on, local texture streaming quality is set to normal. Then for my shadow and lighting settings, I'll go ahead and give you guys a second to screenshot these. Basically everything, you know, set to low or off. Then for environment settings, we'll go ahead and give you guys a sec to, you know, screenshot that if you need it. Off, low, low, normal, off. Gonna be it for environment settings. Last but not least, we have the view settings. I do play on 114 FOV. A lot of people ask why I don't play 120. I started playing 114 and just kind of stuck with it, I'm not gonna lie. FOV is whatever you feel comfortable playing. ADS field of view, I do play affected. Weapon field of view, I do change this setting to wide. I feel like, you know, it helps me see more. Then my third person field of view, currently just have that maxed out at 90, and the vehicle field of view is also at 90. Then for camera settings, I have world and weapon motion blur off. Then Filgrane, I think this setting automatically is like on a little bit. Turn that all the way down to 0. There's no reason you should want any, you know, film grain in your game. Then for first person camera movement, all these camera movements, I turn them down to 50, which is the least. So this, you know, helps out with like that screen shake. Then I have my third person. If I'm playing a third person mode, my ADS transition is going to go back into first person. Spectator camera, I have it on game perspective. The other option is helmet camera. I really just don't like the camera view, but once again, personal preference setting. Inverted flashbang, I currently have that off. It makes me feel like my PC is crashing when I get flashed, so I would honestly just rather be blinded than, I don't know, think my computer is cutting off. That's gonna be it for all of my graphics and controller settings. Really quick, want to touch on my audio settings. A lot of you guys have been asking me in my videos all year, you know, why does your game sound different from mine? What settings are you using? Well, first of all, for my audio mix, I'm currently using PC speaker. I used to do headphones bass boost, but now I run IEMs and PC speaker sounds better. And then on top of that, I am running ArtIsWar audio. He does have a video showing how to set this up yourself, or you guys can make an appointment and go get the audio set up with him. Basically, the point of ArtIsWar audio is to make footsteps as loud as possible. 110% vouch for ArtIsWar. He actually set mine up. I didn't feel like following the video. Like I said, it's free if you guys want to set it up. Link will be in the description below if you guys want to make an appointment with him. His link to his Twitter will also be in my description below. and you guys can like find his, you know, booking link in his bio and stuff. It's gonna be pretty much it for audio settings. I mean, these are all personal preference settings, but if you guys want to see how I run my audio, I literally turn all music off. We went over all controller settings, graphic settings, and audio settings. So that is going to be it for the season 6 settings update. This is going to be my last update for the year before going into BO6. Black Ops 6 does have a few different settings that I'll have to make a new video on, but all of the, you know, basic graphics and controller settings, those are going to be the same. But yeah, hopefully you guys did find this helpful. Like I said, anything that I've mentioned in this video that I, you know, said I was going to post a link about, make sure you guys check the pinned comment and description below for all those links. Make sure you guys do go ahead and drop a like and comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more dope content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.